Hi, welcome to Reimagine 50 Plus, where I try to encourage folks, especially women, by sharing my own adventures and experiences, as well as reviewing products that I see from a different perspective because it's a 50 plus perspective. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take a look at keto products, really snacks and what we would consider desserts or a treat. And I'm going to look at them from a few different angles. So if that's something that you are interested in, stay tuned. So before we get started, I just wanted to mention that I really enjoy connecting with, folks over the age of 50. And you can help me do that when you give a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that this is a video that someone else might enjoy. And when you share a video, it really helps others find it. And that's how you can help me share some of these things with other folks. Okay, so let's talk about keto. So first of all, I just want to say you do not have to be on the keto diet to enjoy these products. As a matter of fact, I'm not. I try to do an intermittent fasting where I just have a window of eating time, which really eliminates a lot of extra calories. And I'm not here to talk about that today. But whenever I am eating, I want to enjoy what I'm eating, but I don't want to have a lot of sugar. And that's for a variety of reasons. Sugar causes inflammation, and they're also finding that it plays a big part in dementia. So we really try to cut out the sugar, but I still like a treat. And that's why I like keto products. They are no sugar or they are very low sugar. So on my trip to Costco, I could not believe how many keto products they had. It was actually overwhelming. So I was thinking that maybe you would be interested in knowing why I liked one product over the other, or would I not eat it? So that's what we're going to do today. I have not opened these, well, except for the ice cream, and I'll share with you how that went over with my company that I had over. But what I want to do today is look at them individually and talk to you about the taste, of course, because if it tastes bad, we're not going to eat it, and that's a waste of money. The way I'm going to evaluate these products, I am not going to include price because I think that's for you to decide. But what I want to talk about is the taste. I want to talk about the calories and the carb load. And I also want to talk about mouthfeel. I know I mentioned that mouthfeel thing before when I did the review of the SodaStream, because I'm a texture kind of person. And if I like the taste, but I don't like the texture of it in my mouth, I wind up not eating it. Hopefully by the end of my review of these 7 products, you'll have an idea of something you might want to go out and try. And again, you don't have to be on the keto diet to include these as a snack kind of thing. So the first thing, just because it's right here in front of me, I think I will look at this Keto Granola Bar. Only 1 gram of sugar. All right, there's 2 different kinds. There's the coconut cocoa chip and an almond butter cocoa chip. They're pretty similar in that they both have 140 calories. The total carbs on the coconut cocoa is 12. The almond butter is also 12. They use almonds, allulose, almond butter, coconut, sunflower seeds, soluble tapioca fiber. That's important to me because I have a corn allergy. When a product has vegetable fiber or natural fiber in it, I question that because quite often it means corn solubles, and that does a number on me. So it doesn't look like there's any corn in here. And monk fruit is the main sweetener. So allulose and monk fruit. Allulose, it says, is a sweetener found naturally in small amounts of maple syrup, figs, and raisins. And our source is produced from non-bioengineered corn. With my corn allergy, I may not be able to eat these. I may have to test these out on someone else. I think for you, I As long as they taste good, I think they would be good, as long as they have that good taste. So 2 packages. I like this because you can pop it in your purse. So this one is the almond butter cocoa chip, and it definitely has cocoa chips in it. And it's soft, it smells really good, and it's not hard and crispy like a classic granola bar. I like that. All right, so that's the almond. This one is the coconut cocoa chip. It's not so tiny that you don't feel like you're getting anything and then you're tempted to eat 2, right? And this one has cocoa chips in it also. That's good. And I'm assuming that it's kind of bendy. I'm not going to touch it all because I'm going to get my son to try them. We'll see what he has to say about it. Okay, we're going to do a taste test now on the granola bars with my son.
Hello. Chocolate coconut chip. So let's try this one first. Pretty good.
How does it feel in your mouth? Is
It's
it
chewy and it doesn't have a dry taste to it. Like most keto snacks that I've tried, they kind of taste dry, and this one feels pretty moist. Yeah, it's good.
okay? Good.
So this one, definitely more, you taste the almond a lot. This is a very strong almond flavor. Not so much of the chocolate chip taste. You definitely notice more chocolate in this one. This one, I would pass on.
Ah, okay.
I would pass on that one. Flavor, I don't think is there. So, that's my pick for these 2. People that don't even usually have keto food, they would not mind this at all. They would eat that and probably not even notice the difference.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's look at the keto cups. And I say that because I did read the back of these ahead of time, even though I didn't read it in the grocery store. And that'll teach me I need to read the ingredients. Non-GMO, and this is the killer for me, soluble corn fiber and some salt. That corn fiber
is my kryptonite.
So there's no way I can eat this. All right, another one for my son. We'll put that aside.
Okay, one more. This is no sugar keto cup. This is dark chocolate peanut butter. And it does look like a cup. It's kind of like Reese's, but it's very wet inside, if that makes sense. It's like, you can see it looks like peanut butter. And the Reese's is more structured. Taste-wise, it's pretty good.
So it's smooth.
Yeah, this is a dessert.
Okay.
This is pretty good, actually.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay, yeah.
Good to know.
I would eat that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Moving right along. Let's talk about something that should be safe for me, and that is nut granola. It does say shake me. I guess to mix the seeds and everything up, right? Okay. Let's see what they say about the nut granola. Total carbs 7, -3 for fiber, and -2 for the sugar alcohol, because I think they put a little coating on this. And it says monk fruit is what they use as their sweetener. And the serving size is 1/3 of a cup. So let's see what 1/3 of a cup is. That is 1/3 of a cup. Let's measure this out. So that is a substantial portion. Basically what they do is they sprinkle a very few of those little chocolate chips in here, and then there's a few bigger pieces of nuts. Not real big, not a whole pecan, but a pecan sliced down the middle. A lot of the seeds, which is great. Seeds are really good for you. And yeah, that's about it. So let's see what it tastes like. That was good. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you're at the fair or some sort of festival and they're toasting and roasting and glazing the almonds and the nuts, and they serve them to you and they're real warm and they have like that little sugary coating. That's what this tastes like. It's really good. Boy, I like that. I like that a lot. And like I said, there's not a lot of chocolate in it, just enough to make you feel like you're having a dessert. 2 grams of net carbs. I like it. Okay, that's definitely a winner in my book. Definitely. Snappers. Cashew coconut cluster, dark chocolate, and sea salt. There's nothing so far that I don't like about this one. Oh, this is interesting. This one has pea protein, and stevia is the sweetener for this one. Pea protein, if you've ever tried that in sometimes protein mixes, drinks will have pea protein in it. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I may like it in a different product. And it has 110 calories. Let me just tell you how many carbs it has. It has 8 grams of carbs, and it has 3 grams of added sugars. It has chicory root in it. Cashews actually have a higher carb. This does have, it says 50% reduced sugar dark chocolate. Oh, and let me just say, when it comes to chocolate, you want to stay away from maltitol. It's very hard to digest, not to mention, you're just uncomfortable. So I stay away from that. I don't care how cheap it is. Check the label. It's going to say maltitol on it. So stay away from that. This, on the other hand, does not have that. It has chicory root and it has a little stevia. It is a decent size. Okay, so there's a little snap to it. So it's not like all this caramel comes flying out. It's not like that at all. Very soft. It's not that sweet. It's good. It's rich, but it is not overly sweet at all. So I definitely can see that they have lowered the sugar on that. Definitely. But I would say it's a win. It's good. I would probably buy these again. But again, if I could get something that's no sugar, then I probably would like it even more. But 3 grams of sugar is not way over. Taking one for the team here today. We have bought these before. We love them. I served them the other night when we had our friends, Connie and Niall, over, and they loved them. Let me just reach around here into the freezer. That's the size. You can see that's about, 3 or 4 inches. And then they bit into them and they were like, whoa, these are delicious. So I'll let this one sit a little bit, and then I'll get back to you and show you what the consistency is. And they are really good, really good. Okay, I wanted to show you the ice cream bar after it's been sitting out about 5 minutes. So you can see that cut really easily. Trust me when I say it's delicious. This is the Keto Layered Brownies. The Keto Baker makes these. So there are 9 chocolate peanut butter ones and 9 chocolate almond butter. It says 3 grams of net carbs, 5 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. Keto certified. It's grain-free, which leads me to believe there's no corn in it. And they're non-GMO. And they're woman-owned. Chocolate almond butter, individually packaged. And that's kind of a nice size. I feel like I'm getting something substantial. Now these are the ones that I'm really curious about the mouthfeel. Like, is it going to be chewy? Is it going to be like a brownie? So I can see the nut butter peeking out the side. That's a good sign, right? So let's have a bite. It's a little dry, especially if you're used to a really moist brownie. I would put this into the category of a cookie. I really would. It's more cakey cookie. You know what I mean by that? Cakey cookie. It's not crisp, but it doesn't remind me of a brownie. The cakey part of it is made with almond flour, almond butter, lupin flour. I have to look at what's lupin flour. If you know, put it in the description box. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've had products with that before or if you bake with it. And if you have never gone down into the description box before, there's a little arrow off to the side. You just click that and it expands it. So anytime I leave coupons or discount codes, anytime there's a discussion about something, it's all down in the description box. If you're trying to stay away from processed foods, which clearly these are all processed. They're all processed. Obviously, they wouldn't sit on the shelf at Costco if they weren't processed, right? So if you're trying to get away from extreme processed or all processing, you're probably not even watching this, right? But if every now and then you like to have something, then there you go. Okay, coconut keto clusters, pecans, almonds, and pumpkin seeds. Now, I don't think there's going to be any corn in this, but before I start snacking on it, let's just read the ingredients. Coconut, pumpkin seeds, pecans, almonds. There is some organic cane sugar in it. Lightly sweetened coconut that's non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, contains no preservatives, artificial colors, or flavors. You're gonna love them. I'll be the judge of that. It's 160 calories for 1 ounce. So that's about this. I do have a scale, and I think I will measure it just to see, right? Just to see. But this has a lot of coconut and pumpkin seeds and then all of those flax seeds. So So I would say there was no bad product. However, these are my favorites. The ice cream bars, delicious. The keto coconut clusters were really good also. Those are the ones I went, So that's always a good sign, right? If you have tried any of these, let me know in the description box, as well as if you have some suggestions. We always like to hear that. If you enjoyed the video and you got some value out of it, I would love for you to either share it with someone or give it a thumbs up. And since I'm still trying to grow my channel, all of that really helps, as well as your subscription. So subscribe if you haven't already. All right, I will see you next Thursday. Have a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.